Leonard spent 1/4 of his money on a sandwich. He spent 2 times as much on a gift for his brother as on some comic books. He had 3/8 of his money left. What fraction of his money did he spend on the comic books? All right, so let's draw a rectangle that represents all of Leonard's money. All right, so this is all of Leonard's money. We know he spent 1/4 of his money on a sandwich, which was a great decision. So let's draw, we'll split this up into fourths. And we can move that over a little bit. All right, so here's fourths. He spent this entire box on a sandwich. There. All right, he spent 2 times as much on a gift for his brother as on some comic books. Well, we don't have that much information here, so maybe let's look at the next piece. He had 3/8 of his money left. All right, so we can mark off 3/8 in here. We just have to split this up into eighths. So let's do that. All right, so let's do this color. All right, so now we're going to further split this whole box up into eighths. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pieces. So you can see he spent 2/8 on a sandwich, which is an equivalent to 1/4. And we have at the very end of this problem 3/8 of his money left. So let's mark off 3/8. So he doesn't spend this money. All right, so that means we can now look at this part. He spent 2 times as much on a gift for his brother as on some comic books. Well, we have 3 boxes left, so we can assume that he spent 2 times as much on a gift for his brother. So let's say that that was 2 of the squares, which leaves 1 square left for the comic books. So he spent 1/8 of his money on comic books. Now, that was a completely visual explanation of the answer, but here is the mathematical answer. So you can say that he had all of his money, and then he spent 1/4 of it, 2 times x, which is what he spent on the comic books, plus what he spent on the comic books, and that equaled 3/8, which was what was left. Then you just solve for x, and you get 1/8. But that requires some algebra, and this is another visual way that you can solve the problem.